Hello everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Abiotic Factor. In the last episode, we finally made our way to the Dusk Reactor. Well, finally would make it seem like we've been delaying it for a while. That hasn't necessarily been the case, but we put it off for a tiny bit to do some farming. And we discovered a new enemy there, the Jotun. A member of the Gatekeepers. Effectively a Devastator Marine, I think, is what it is. As a Tyranid player, I don't really know what they're called. I just know if they're how heavily armored they are and how much they hurt. And that guy was both. Heavily armored and hurt quite a bit. Holy crap, that was well, actually, we didn't let him hit us very often with his heavy bolter, effectively. Still, it was quite an adventure, and we'd fought 2 combat bots that were near him as well. And we've seen another one of them up ahead, blocking the main reactor entryway that we're going to have to deal with. So, we came back here, we've done some resupplying, and now I guess it is time for us to actually go over there and fight for a bit again. Apparently I'm in the middle of trying to figure out what type of equipment I want to bring with me. I think when we had read about them, we learned that the Jotun, wherever he's located, where is this information for them? Here it is. The Bulwark. Acid damage is what we're going to need to deal against him. Or not need to deal, but it's the most effective type of damage we can do. So we'll bring along our lodestone crossbow. I guess we're bringing a bunch of acid bolts. He's willing to make a few more. The throwing quills, Tim, here they are. Okay. We have 8 already in the weapon. I guess we're bringing this outfit with me. If I want to bring the Wexix rifle. I think we're going to leave the rifle behind for a bit. And we'll take this opportunity to instead, I guess, swap out our armor too for some pieces of the Hex set. We should take care of some of our bleeding. Oh, I did not notice this either. We have a bit of the ionized... Ionized? What is this called? The gamma converter set completed. When not wearing a suit, in other words, nothing down here, items with radioactivity are weightless, and the more radioactivity carried, the faster you move. Interesting. Well, we probably do want to wear that suit we picked up in the last episode too. We got a sapper suit. Hold on. Before we do that, let's bring other weaponry with us. I do like bringing something that's a bit long range, so we'll bring our mag bow. And then we need something else. Normally I bring the shotgun for something close range. We bring a laser. Sure. I'm bringing the laser gun, though. That means the deatomizer. Then I want to bring the charger for it. Okay. Alright, so then I think we're set. Let's head on over there. I've done nothing off screen since we last played viewer, so there's no nothing else to report, I suppose. Although we'll talk about some random stuff on our way. Today is March 24th, I think. 23rd or 24th. It's a Sunday. And today, I have been delaying it, but we can't really delay too much longer. Is the day I do my taxes here in the States. We have until, I think it's April 15th to get them done. And normally, I get them done in late February. But I've been a bit lazy I just haven't been in the mood to do it, mostly because the amount of work it's going to take, since I was on unemployment? No, disability during 2024 thanks to my chemotherapy treatments. Means that I didn't collect any money, thankfully, of that from disability in 2023. From November up until January 1st, there wasn't a penny of disability that I earned. It was all earned in... Earned is the wrong way to also say that. Given to me. Gifted to me. Effectively. And thank you again, government and everyone who puts money into disability. Myself included in that, I suppose, from years. Still, taking money out of that feels... I feel guilty doing it. I shouldn't. I didn't need it at the time, but I still feel guilty taking it. Which is one of the reasons why I'm glad I'm going back to work, I suppose. But that's another topic. Anyway, I've never tried to do taxes when I have disability paperwork to add to it, so we'll see how complicated that is. Do we have anything? Oh, well, we have a ton of stuff back here. Okay, we'll take all that out later. Alright, well, viewer, back we go. We'll head back to where we kind of left off. The enemies should not have respawned. Should not have respawned. If I do see combat bots, we will probably go back and swap out my trinkets so I can avoid fighting them by using a gate night pass. This is a good spot as any, I suppose. I think they're back. Are they back? No. Okay. Oh, that's the sunlight. I thought that was their sensors going off there. Yeah, it feels like we're outside, but we're still under the ground here. Holy crap! And our jetpack cannot reach that height for us to go outside. Not that it would matter if we could reach that height. We wouldn't be allowed to leave. Oh, and I did not bring... Okay, I didn't bring my radioactive trinket with me. But we do have a 40% bonus. Oh! The suit. Did you want to wear the suit? We'll see if we'll be okay. Let's clear the way, and then we'll bring maybe this stuff with us. Alright, well, here we go. So, oh, and there was another gentleman apparently here. We have two enemies. At least two enemies. Let's see what is hiding down in this area. There's no way they don't see me. Yeah, well, the gate's right there. It's kind of bad to be down here, though. Is it? Okay, so my thoughts are, it's not as easy to perhaps, I'll get to cover, but it is. This is a twisty passage. We can always duck behind cover if we need to. This goes effectively right under them. They see me here. This must be like a sneaking section. So we can avoid them altogether. How about that? Although, maybe we want to fight them anyway? To explore this area fully? We need the bits from them. I guess currently we'll leave them alone. And the Order's behind them. It makes me think the Order and the Gatekeepers are working together despite all the bodies that are around.
Later, frag. Later, frag.
No, you're not. Really annoying. Oh, I forgot I brought the cane sword with me. We did not need to bring the knife then. Could have been a free inventory spot we recovered. Gatekeepers are fighting each other then. This feels like, and I know it does, lead back out to the main road. Perfect. Okay. So we have a way to get behind those other guards. And now we can probably avoid fighting that group. 2 combat bots. We'll be okay. Stepping in the radioactive waste, I'm sure our toes will be fine. I want to get the cot and toilet and move them to a better location. We can fully explore this place later. We'll come back with a jetpack at some point. Disorderly. Wonder who the I'm assuming it was gatekeepers. Who wrote that? That's the reactor proper. We're trying to get here, but it's a really roundabout passage to do that. Path to do that. The zombie's dead. Is this in the cool guy stance? Hit the wall. That sucks. Ooh, got him right in the side of his cheek.
Brain damnation!
Did he die? He did not. Let it be known, enemies do not take fall damage, apparently. Ah.
Interesting.
And more yellow paint. Alright, hinting that this existed, I suppose, if we did not realize it was here. I would like to kill this guy. Oh, although I have no clue where he ran off to. Probably back up that way. As we're getting our ladder climbing, our climbing skill increased. As if we're playing one of the old Quest for Glory games. Medic. I don't recognize the backpack he's wearing. It's just a standard one. I haven't seen him... haven't seen it from that distance, I suppose, in quite some time. Oh, someone killed a captain. Unless, oh no, this is a already expired captain. That looks very unhealthy. Okay, so that's how you can sneak past these guys, probably by taking that ladder and then climbing all this way. I do like this. This is like a stealth section, an optional stealth section, I suppose. Lockers for those who are, I guess, working in the reactor. Don't really need any of this stuff. Guess we will take and use one of these. Why not? We'll take a full stack. We used a bandage. No, we didn't use any bandages. We didn't even need to bring bandages with me. That's not true. If you take heavy bleeding, you need to get that to basic bleeding so your armor heals it. Oh, and it sounds like the gatekeepers are firing on that one sapper. Okay. Our place is going under attack tonight. That's one of the mystics. We don't really want to peek by the edge. Although I suppose we haven't actually come under fire from it yet. So let's show you why you stay away from the ledge. That's why. Really? It doesn't know I'm here yet. Or maybe no one's even working it. There we go. Now that it's noticed me, it will probably continue to notice me. Could have dipped into the nuclear waste to avoid it. I heard my phone go off. I'll check it when I'm done with this recording. We're gonna have to sprint. Reactor entry. This is where we want to go. First, let's explore up this way. That's a bit dangerous. Okay. I suppose we could set up a small base here. No enemies look like they spawned or will patrol up here, so we'll do it. We're taking staplers. Let's take another, let's see. I don't need the wood. Everything else up here we can leave up here at the moment. I will eventually come back here and clean the place up entirely. If I do it on screen, you guys watch me go back and forth for this entire episode. Oh, there's a bathroom already here, so we don't even need this here. We are a little tired, so I suppose we can get some sleep. get down from this passage, although once again it's a nice, I suppose, safe spot to rest. Hello? What's in this? Nothing we absolutely need. Okay. Right, the King Sword doesn't kill with crits. Crit from behind won't kill them. That's a sack. Stay away from the windows as much as we can.
There's no one here. Clear.
Yes, there's no one here, creature. Just as we exit into this room, or hallway, he says there's no one here. Thank goodness. The speed of the walking makes you think there's another breacher in the area. That's a sniper shot. I think both a sniper and the cannon saw me briefly.
Returning. Regio baguette.
Falling down looks painful. It's not so bad. It only takes about 5 crossbow bolts to the face to kill one of these guys. I still think it's very funny how many shots to the head they take. Can't take any hits to the temple. That's good to know. Well, we can dash out the window, but that seems like a good way to get shot up, so we'll go ahead and just dip on down. I'm surprised you didn't see me for the half second I was out there. This is... Congratulations. Eleanor, my congratulations. The T3 test was a success. I now have expressed my doubts at times. I know I've expressed my doubts at times, but if I questioned you, it was ultimately in service of bringing us to this very point we now stand at. I am honored to be your colleague. I cannot express my excitement at what lies ahead of us. Thank you, Derek. I must admit, I am somewhat in shock. I was convinced the lens would work, but there is a world of difference between belief and knowledge, in my opinion. I've been working in reactors for so long now, it's hard to imagine no longer needing it. I had similar feelings after Flat Hill, but this is certainly different.
Keep on
The
moving,
goal at
buddy.
CC was always to test the system and then bring it online at Cascade. Obviously the focus there shifted to A1, but today is different. I'll miss reactors, as strange as that sounds. One learns the quirks of equipment, its tones and noises, like a personality. I feel you'll know what I mean. That it's a bit like abandoning a friend. But I'm letting the emotion of today carry me away. Our achievements in reactors were immense. 12 worlds visited, countless discoveries, yet there is so much more ahead of us. It is difficult to imagine. I look forward to exploring together with you and the rest of your team. In the words of Curie, nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. We're well on our way. Curie containment is sealed from us. I wonder what would be located in there. Doom. Did you play that game I sent you? Doom? Yeah, and frankly, it was a little too close to reality. I feel like we're one misplaced portal away from a sequel down here. I heard something. Hey Jan, do you remember asking me where I thought the gatekeepers came from? Where they found them? Yeah, vaguely. I always assumed they had some sort of secret cabbage patch at Introdos. Well, I was in a gear design meeting for the gatekeepers with some Synaptics folk, and Ives was on the call too. He mentioned that they are recruited technicals out of West Africa, but also something about a place near Sinclair, Wyoming. Is that it, Lionel? Yeah, gatekeepers don't exactly hand out recruitment brochures. I can't really make out what this is at all. Looks like a pillar? Here, looking up at a ruins of some sort.
Coordinates to come. Reporting no target. There they are!
Did they see me? They did. Oh my goodness! I can't tell where I'm shooting. Hear more of those little things. This, whatever they are. Walking around out here somewhere. Oh, they can jump! Okay, we'll send them flying. It doesn't look like they drop anything. There's probably nothing in that. Too much stuff with me, viewer. Let's keep going. Oh ho! I would really like to take out that gun. And it looks like if we can make it up there somehow, we can unlock that door and be back in this area far easier than navigating through that obstacle course up above. I like these grenades. Hey! Holy crap! We killed a breacher, a soldier, and a captain. And we get a lodestone. Oh, well, we would get a lodestone, but I'm not allowed to take it at the moment. So the Order held this area, huh? What were they talking about? Conturbatus. Praetor, I must report troubling activities among the Inquisitors. It appears they are taking excessive liberties with the knowledge afforded them by their access to Gates equipment. Quidem, I believe, they possess a dangerous sympathy with the workings and dire purpose of this facility. Only this morning I discovered they have been utilizing the Promethean's Rift transport without authorization. They claim to be pursuing the Mayor Finis of our Order, but I have formidable doubts. I fathom your fears, Legate. The Inquisitors must, by their very nature, pursue their tasks at the limit of acceptable investigation, but you are also trusted to determine where this line sits at any given time. They are precious resources, but not, in their final estimation, indispensable. If you must make an example, do so. And they killed this guy with that lodestone. Oh, we learned information finally about the lab rat. Pugna perliget, durum esta prolilium. It is a Stygian wasteland, yet they defend it like demons. When you triumph, all the greater will be your return to Nabatea. Now, from my brief time in my other server viewer, this is about as far as me and my brother Joe got. We got a little further, but we didn't activate this reactor yet. Enemies, to my knowledge, don't respawn here. But we've played only one other day since clearing this area, so I might be wrong in that. If I miss this, this is going to get really bad for me. Okay. There is drop-off on it. Now he's permanently facing this way. I feel like he should have seen me and immediately began firing. And there it is. Okay. Can we get that to leave? Oh. Go the other way, please. Very good. Maybe we'll encounter and fight other Marines out there. Good, it will. Can't take most of its stuff. We're all filled up on inventory. This is a bad place for a makeshift toilet. Guess we didn't really need this with us. I don't need the screws.
August, Purgatorium.
Ah! He's still facing it this way. Though that works for us. Assuming he won't turn around.
Lotaeri.
Which he will do if we aggro this guy without killing him in a single shot. Darn it.
Look at what that is.
Yep, there's a sniper that can shoot me through the floor.
Ignis pillar.
Oh, that was an interesting way to dodge a crossbow bolt. Yeah, there's where my other bolt went. He's now facing the other way. Maybe we can get him through the railing. Oh, we heard him. I doubt he's facing this way now. Oh, no, he is. Oh, now he's in a really awkward position for me to hit. Can we maybe get him with a grenade? Whoa! We did! How about that? I didn't think we did. I guess the AoE was just enough to send him flying off of this. Well, I won't complain about that. I'll take it, even though I don't think I deserved it. Okay. I want that ammo. I don't need 2 hoses. Alright, let's get out of here. And go and get back home. I am lucky he missed that. We could have been hit and then flung off that. And then that would have been the end of us. We would have died as we hit the ground. I want to get back to this, loot the back of the truck, see what it is that we still have loaded onto it. So if we have room for things, and we do. Alright, let's get back home now. Assuming we're safe to do so. Oh! And the combat bots are back. I think he's fighting the little creatures. We will not stay. But our base is under attack, remember? Should be told about that in a few seconds.
Facility access detected. Caution advised.
Deal with this first. The more I watch them work, the more disappointed I am with those turrets. Still, you only figure it out. You only learn that that they're not so great by utilizing them. So, And besides, I do still like the way that area looks, even though it's not very efficient, I guess. Okay, well, let's get some more soup. Haven't really been super interested in the tomato bisque, but we'll take another bit of it. Okay, so what are we doing today? So first off, let's put all this stuff away. Suppose that works. We can put our ammo away and figure out what we're going to be doing. Oh, and this needs to go somewhere. So I'm thinking that what we'll do is go back to Canaan for a time. And we'll bring our some military weapons during this trip. So we'll bring... So we don't need that toilet at all. So... Oh! I still need the SMG. Oh, we don't have it at the moment, so... Take the pistol with us, I suppose, because we have tons of 9mm rounds. Okay, let's see. Take this back. I want to go to Canaan, assuming I can make one, so I can drop off a... Oh, unless... Did I... I don't think I did it off screen, right? No, this is stood up to the Canaan Swamp, but I don't have a portal over there yet, and I'd like to make one. Alright, now we could take that one, bring it with us instead of making a new one, and then just redirect this portal to wherever we want it to go. You know, I think, Tim, that makes more sense. So why don't you make a sign? And I just need to know where the places are that I can go to. Canaan Swamp is one. Reactor output is another. Okay. Alright, so if we're going to do it this way, then we don't... first off, let's put away all this ammo. We don't need this weapon either. Okay, and we're going to take the pistol. How much magnum ammo do I have? Pistol and shotgun. I suppose we can bring the assault rifle. And then we don't need the extra laser charger. Sorry, this viewer. It does take a while now to prepare for this. If I'm bringing the sword, then I also don't need this knife. We do not need the radioactive pills with me. None of this really matters very much, by the way. There isn't too much to gather out in Canaan. Hold on, I brought the wrong ammo with me. This stays behind. This is what we bring. These can stay behind. It feels weird not to bring grenades with me. We'll bring some Kira-spheres. Doesn't go there, too. Okay, so... let's put away this blood. I want to check out our plants really quick. How are they looking? I forgot we built this. So we should be taking these at all times. I think over here looks good. Okay, we don't need this toilet with us. I'm never ever going to use this Choppinator ever. Been a long time since we last had one downstairs, and it's no longer needed. Okay, let's eat. Some pest pot pie. One more of those. Use the rest, take a nap, take a dump, and off we go. After we get the portal and a battery. The whole reason we're going out here is so I can get lodestones a little more easily. If we even need them in the future, which we may not. Guys, the radio finally turned off. Alright, so... I kind of want individual portals. This is not efficient. This is not the way you should do it. But I'm gonna do it this way. Let's make another portal. If I can. I need 2 of these. We barely can, but we can do so. That's our last lodestone. Then we need some power for it. Alright, there we go. That will do. We also want different trinkets. There is no reason to bring this out there. Nor this. I don't really need anything with me here. I guess we'll bring Spuddy. After all, and we'll bring the balloon with me. Alright, so let's head on out. Won't be doing a whole lot of stealth kills with my cane sword equipped. We want to clear out the place that has the apples, so I can bring more of those back with me. I'm assuming I still need some. Was like, please tell me about the teleporter. You bought your Tesla. This shouldn't matter though, Tim. You shouldn't need the personal teleporter, assuming you can reach the area that you want to set up your other portal on. Which will be near the lodestone. So we're gonna fight our way all the way to Lenora. I did bring the head with me, so we can carve up more hexwood. But I don't think we need it, do we? I think, do I have 1 or 2 stacks of hexwood? I think it's 2. Okay, we can ignore that group up there. Regarding a journal and a single hexwood tree. Alright, Tim, what can you talk about while you're doing this? So, what are you playing besides this? Templar Battle Force. It's fun to play that game again. I've forgotten all the maps. Since the last time I played the game was the last time I had uploaded to my channel, so that was years ago. I began recording... Okay, hold on, stop. Talk about the game we were just talking about for a little bit first, before we move on to a different topic. I really like how you're supposed to pick and choose what you want your squad to be comprised of as you play through the game. This is encouraged by how people you bring with you to a mission actively, similar to like a JRPG, gain the experience for going on that mission, while those you don't bring with you gain none. They will still have a minimal level. They'll raise their levels automatically at some points, but it's about 60% because I'm playing on hard difficulty of what your captain has. The game is a bit like a... It's not Space Marines. They have their own lore, and they're people riding around in large, effective, like, suits. Like an exoskeleton type of thing. Man, you can't... I don't know about the... I say this pretty often, but after, like, the third hit in the back of my skull with a sword, I'd probably be dead. Or in such pain that I really wouldn't be... I wouldn't even be running to get help. I'd just be on the ground, trembling uncontrollably. How many do we have today? Only 2 apples. That is not... Well, it's not really worth coming back for them. We'll just take them now. And I'm not here to really kill a whole lot of people. I want to get my butt up to Lenora. Alright, right. So, the game gives you several, I suppose, I'll call them free, although technically, with enough time and a good defensive fortifications, you'll be able to hire whoever you want for your squad. But it gives you several... several units for free. Normally you have to pay requisitions, what it's called, which you earn every so often by just existing on a level. If you have a command point, we'll call it that. I'm spending too much time explaining the game, and you guys don't care. So it's a fun game. I like the music to it. The combat is good. I very much like the turn-based tactical nature of it. I feel like I'm always close to being overheated and in very precarious positions. The only thing about the combat I don't like is that occasionally an enemy will spawn. Oh, Tim, you can't use these guns! You can't use these guns. Okay, the only gun you can bring is a pistol. Thank goodness you can at least use this weapon. Wow, that's embarrassing. I really don't like the biometric lock at all. Okay, well, whatever. I brought weapons and ammo for them, and I can't use them. Let's just get through this as quick as I can, then. In fact, viewer, we're just gonna ignore everything. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I don't care. We're just gonna ignore them. And this is probably safe. Right. One thing I dislike is that sometimes the enemy can spawn and then move and attack, and it feels rather cheesy. Since, I mean, I suppose it makes sense thematically, but it's not much fun when, like, your weakest characters, suddenly something spawns directly next to them, or very close to them, and moves and attacks them that same round. I don't think the developers ever explained how the AI works when it gets its turns, and how the spawning mechanics work. It's great. I like, you will eventually get overwhelmed, so you do need to keep pushing towards your target as well, which I am a fan of, since I designed my the Heroes Quest board game mods I've been working on for a long time after such as well. And I started to record, that's right, System Shock 2 with the Sec mod, and with a randomizer installed on it too. It'll probably go online after Abiotic Factor is finished, since I'm thinking we'll have a few we'll keep this theme going this year, with scientists or our protagonists fighting enemies. We do have to do this battle. Inside laboratories. How much damage do you do, by the way? Do you do... Oh, you can run? Oh, you can teleport! Oh, that's so cool! I've never seen him do that before. I'm guessing I have to kill it, though. Like, it's gonna eventually just follow me, and I can't allow that to happen. And we got nothing. Lenora?
A new arrival.
See, she sounds like every single time, like she doesn't recognize that we're back, but other people do. I don't get it. I don't understand how any of the time stuff works. It's just hocus pocus. Sorry, if it's not disappointed, it's that I want it to make sense. I know, why should it make sense? I don't know, viewer, I really want it to make sense. Alright, so let's hook this up. And this can be... There we go. And now whenever I want a lodestone, assuming the worlds have reset, I can just take this and get right back there. Now, there is no harm. I suppose it could probably even be argued that it is more efficient to not build the teleporters, given what is required to make one of those stable portals, as opposed to making your handheld personal teleporter. Oh, and here's the bench. Okay, it was right next to me the whole time. What is this one? Outskirts. Farm arrays. Shoreline. So I want shoreline out here. That'll be farm arrays, which I want a different color because I see the blue and I think of water. Yes, it's super important. Oh, which reminds me, by the way, we did get some black ink. Black ink, we got some black paint. Let's use that. Oh, let's use that again. We're probably done with exploring today. So we should probably go and see if the Alpha Peccary has shown up. First, let's put the apples away. I already have 10 apples. Okay, then these ones will just go into a fridge. Ooh. A lot of this is expiring. Okay. Why don't put you here, and we'll change out now to my other equipment so I can use these other guns. Okay, and I guess we'll bring the Magnum with us, and we'll go ahead and just visit the Peccary pens. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright, so let's put you away. And then we'll take stock of what we might be a little short on for the next day. And we'll go ahead and get some more supplies. Let's see. I don't need the outskirts teleport. I don't think we need this teleporter at all. If I break down a teleporter, what do I get? I can't salvage them. Oh! We should let you out. Been a while, Bouncy, since we've let you out. Let's see this. Might as well feed him while we're here. I thought, viewer, we're going on tangents, lots of tangents.
Today, we'll be stopping momentarily.
Does he want to go back in the cage?
Specimens outside of containment.
Let him back in if he wants to go back in.
Have a efficient and effective evening.
I thought about... So, a few episodes ago, I mentioned how I stopped by a PetSmart and was looking at the cats that were there. And it is very tempting to get a pet, having now been missing the kittens and mom for quite some time now. And with my cancer in full remission, I do keep thinking, maybe you should get one. You shouldn't live like the next week's gonna be your last week. That might not be the case at all. In fact, now that I've survived 1 year, the odds of me continuing to survive are higher than they were initially. But now, viewer, we are being asked to go back to work. I'm a contractor working for the federal government, and we were not initially... We knew that when the order came in to have people return to work for the federal employees, which I am not one of, that we would likely be asked to return ourselves, even though nothing requires us to do so. And sure enough, that is now the case. It means that, unfortunately, that I won't be home. And since I live alone, having, like, 2 kittens here while I'm not here feels like I would be neglecting them. There's that time that you really want to bond with the animal, with your new pets. At least based on my own experience with the kittens and mom when they were living in my backyard. And how we got to know each other and develop trust for each other. And if I'm not here for like 10 hours a day, I feel too much time. And I don't like the idea of leaving them inside a pen all day. To let them out at night and then let them back in the pen again. Well, I could totally proof my home. It's a bit trickier if I'm not home at all. Since if they do get into something that I don't want them to get into, I have no way of stopping them, since I'm not here to witness it. So, I think that my time spent with pets is over. Which makes me sad. I didn't think it would. I've lived some almost 50 years of my life without any. But now having had that opportunity, I miss it. Right past where I wanted to be. Alright, so you can go here. Okay. I'm just going to break those down. I'm going to break these down and those. The meat goes into this fridge. We have really too much meat. We do not really need this much. We'll just break down a good amount of this just for scrap. Actually, these peccaries can be cooked. And this is actually all just trash. So we get back our teleporter. Okay, so I wanted another freezer last episode. In fact, we went out and I believe killed the Yeti for exactly that reason. I need a refrigerator. I think there's one right downstairs. Let's wait until this gets done and then we'll check it out. Passers, I don't need. Me. Sorry, viewer. I'm a bit sad now. Alright, let's think. So, we're filthy, we're irradiated. Let's go ahead and have ourselves some tablets. Lisa looks like she's content. Alright, so a refrigerator. Is there one right here? There is not. Okay. It's a bit of a carry. But we can teleport back afterwards. There should be a fridge. All the way over where there's a breacher walking. By Helmsholt. So we'll go out there. Been a while since we've been in this little area. What the heck? Where did you come from? Oh! Yes! Noticed my clever use of the fear grenades to make him run into the guns, which are totally activated to stop people like him from getting away. The enemy. Yes!
Containment failure. Please make your way to
And apparently we haven't fully explored this area. I think it's on my to-do list in the future. But we're not here for that. We are here to get just across the bridge, effectively. So he stands here and faces that out this way and doesn't notice these, or he would attack them. Oh, it's one of these where the elevator doesn't have a button active inside of it. No! No, it was that oh my god! The elevator was not here, was upstairs, then looked like it was going upstairs when it was coming downstairs, and I sent it back upstairs again. I thought it was down here. Alright. We should... You're kind of hoping that you didn't take this fridge. I don't think we did. There it is. We just have to deal with that guy first.
We shall annul thee.
Oh! I did not want him shooting the refrigerator. Okay. Back we go. I thought we just took a nap also. We're tired already? What the heck's going on? Alright, so... Oh, I want to check that too. I always forget about our spawning box of stuff. Why am I doing that? We don't want that free space. Okay, so let's go ahead Get that fridge up. Freezer up. I will want a battery for it. That's here. I think it will have the range it needs if I put it here. But I'll need this shut. Meh. I want against the wall. Then you need to run power to it. We could take down... the X-ray, but I've already explained how paranoid I am. So we're not gonna. We'll just have to run wire. And I think we have extra wire here. We do? You know, you could probably, instead of doing, I mean, I could make a plug to carry the wires from spot to spot if they were in threes, and it would probably look nice. But this way's fine. I thought also about ditching the arcade we've set up here. I don't really use it anymore. But it did take some time to get it up here. So I kind of feel obligated to leave it there. It'd be a good spot for 3 different teleporters, though. I'm gonna make the bathroom downstairs the arcade. How often I go look at it now. Alright, what are we doing? So, we're hungry, we're exhausted. Finish our pie. And all things I'm going to qualify as ingredients, at least many of them, can go into this now. So we can take out some stuff that's in our freezer that's in, like, we'll say our ingredients like this. I guess only that. Nope. Got some seaweed. Okay, there we go. That stuff's now put away. Let's finally take you back. And what are you doing the rest of the day? I guess back to the reactor? With this equipment, Tim? Time is it? Already 9:20. I don't know what to do, viewer. I keep thinking of my taxes, which I have to do. Let's see. We still need 3 more lodestone. All right. So, I guess since I did just mention it, looks like I have spots unexplored. Let's explore more of the labs out by where we just were. We can actually probably take this to get there. Right, so you were talking about Templar Battle Force, Tim. I'm not done with that one. Right. Oh my goodness, Tim. So unprepared is a good way to describe it. You began recording System Shock 2 with the sec mod, with the randomizer again. It has been a while. I've recorded it for my channel a few times. Last time was, I think, think it was at least 5 years ago that I played through the game. I still remember where most of the things normally would be, but the randomizer moves things around just a bit. I haven't gotten very far, only the first bit's been recorded, and I basically have seen nothing, effectively. But it's fun to play through that game again. For the first time, I'm also playing through it on normal mode. It has been on hard the past 3 times I've recorded the game.
The Tarask is incredible, but we had to make sure it couldn't reach the other specimen. If they managed to, well, you know, the energy released would be unthinkable.
Actually wanted one of those. Okay, let's see if we can maybe get lucky in a different one. Wow, look at all the stuff we left behind. I mean, no one cares, viewer. And to be fair, I'm not going to do a whole much more, but just collect stuff. Stuff that we don't need. But we're going to grab it. Now, I don't need any of those crates, though. I think, by the way, viewer, remember we fought the Tarask? I've heard there was a way to actually lure it into a certain spot down here and kill it that way, without you actually having to kill it via weaponry. But I think, I feel like that's probably a myth, as opposed to something that you can actually do. I have not figured out how to do it, if there is such a way. We did miss a hydroplant teleport. Synaptic labs, I'm guessing? And perhaps other areas we'll be at in the future? Syn coolant. I'm guessing that's synaptic lab coolant. The whole reason we're here, Tim, is to figure out how to get to other places you haven't been yet. We get in there. Probably from up it on this side. We've done so much fighting gatekeepers recently. I've forgotten what it's like to just open a bunch of various lockers for loot like this. We don't need that screwdriver. Backpacks, tubes. Take all of this. We don't need a radiation vest. I thought there might be a way to get downstairs from here, but if there is a way, I don't see it. Oh, we haven't been here before? There's a... I wanted this picture some time ago, but we have a framed version of this now. So we'll just... let's go back to our main base if we ever do decide to go back there for some reason. The data you wanted. Sorry, Fyodor. You asked for this abstract on 0052 a week ago, but getting 107 out to here took every minute. Anyway, here's the data on the cube. Located, Antiverse 8, Feb 1989. Classification, relativistic device. Effect, reduces local gravitation. Operation, we're just guessing here, some kind of permeable gravitation membrane. We've done our best to look into this thing, but we just don't have the tools. No one's sure what the right tools are yet. Antiverse 8 is... well... you know it's like. You know it's like? You know what it's like, probably is what they meant to say. You need to see this. You asked for an update on 0014. We started calling it the time break, because frankly, that's what it is. Bear with me. If my assessment is correct, it's a device for low-mass temporal distortion. Whoever created this found a way to induce near-singularity intensity distortions of local space-time at close to zero density. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what this means. No. What you need to tell me is that you found a way to emulate it. I don't want to put this in an email. Come see me in C-Block when you get a moment. You're gonna love this. Forget it. We got mass spectrography results back on IS-17. It's teak from India, around... I can't pronounce that, apparently. But it's heavily permeated with salt, likely from the North Atlantic. suggesting it was used in maritime building. It's from a ship. What else? I spoke to Young about it, and she said something interesting. It makes people forget, right? She suggested it could be imprinted with something, a force we're not detecting, but embedded by an event so traumatic it became part of the wood. Is there any evidence for this, or is this another one of her feelings? Well, maybe interesting is the wrong word, but it's the only theory we've got right now. We've dealt with weirder concepts. Leave no box unbroken.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. I have spent more time with IS-012 recently, but I've yet to fully fathom this creature. It insists it is a known and former member of our staff, even though I attended that man's funeral more than 2 years ago. So far, this entity has done nothing to threaten or jeopardize the facility. I even find it a bit charming, and perhaps it is harmless. But if I must choose, I'd rather be cruel than wrong. Its containment remains indefinite.
Alright, that basically seals that Dr. Khan is not an actual doctor. Also, wasn't the correct way to go, I guess, to get into that room. This way? Oh, there's a door down here. Oh, we've been here before. Given that there's a loot spill bag on the floor. Yes, we have. There's a bunch of loot inside this filing cabinet. I think that was really all I wanted to see. Just get that one picture, which I knew was still left over here somewhere. Now, viewer, I think we'll call it early. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I'm so sorry. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I don't feel like I'm being very interesting. I'm not being very clever or witty. It's probably pretty boring. So we're gonna stop here. I will thank you guys for watching, and when we come back, we'll be getting back over to Dusk Reactor. So I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone, and thanks again for watching.